seconds to go, I switched off my TV. I was scared the Germans would score. Please tell me what was going through your mind. 5-4 and the Germans got that penalty corner.
Sir, thank you very much. At least you mentioned this. I used to do this when Sachin Tendulkar used to get out. I used to switch off my TV. So when you said it, that's made my day. And see, when the last situation, 6 seconds, penalty corner, nothing else to think about. Just watch the ball and save it. The only one thing which came into my mind is like, Sri, what kuch bhi ho jaye, just roko yaar, please. And nothing else, and that's what I done.
बहुत खुशी की बात है कि इतने टाइम बाद मेडल मिला है हमें और फीलिंग तो मैं क्या बताऊं क्योंकि एक सपना होता है कि ओलंपिक खेलना उसमें मेडल जीतना और ब्रॉन्ज मेडल आया इतने टाइम बाद और बहुत ज़्यादा खुशी है और जैसे भी मैं डी में जाता हूं मेरा यही रहता है कि मैं शॉर्ट ऑन गोल करूं और पीसी बनाऊं अपने क्योंकि सभी को पता है कि ऑलमोस्ट वर्ल्ड के बेस्ट ड्राइव फ्लिकर है हमारे पास।
उड़ीसा का जो मिट्टी में ही मतलब हॉकी का वो मतलब बह रहा है। हर एक जगह आप देखो उड़ीसा में जो ट्राइबल एरिया है हर एक जगह मतलब हॉकी छोड़कर कुछ स्पोर्ट्स नहीं खेला जाता है। तो ये एक चीज है कि जो मतलब ट्राइबल एरियास है उड़ीसा में तो बचपन से ही मतलब वहाँ पे हॉकी के अलावा और दूसरा गेम कोई होता नहीं है। तो यही एक वजह है सर कि हर कोई मतलब हॉकी लेके निकल पड़ता है।
Jagbir, former India captain, did you ever think this day would come back on the podium?
We knew that these boys have already tasted success in the previous couple of tournaments where we played the best teams in the world and we have been making a podium finish. So for me, it isn't a surprise. The way they started, it wasn't a very good start, but later on, once they started winning, once they had that taste of win and the feeling of win and also fighting back it so very strongly, I knew that this is coming.
The team has played wonderfully well in the last couple of years, and to break into the top 4 rankings of the FIH is no mean feat. You have to be consistent over a period of time. So when they did that over the last couple of years, it built up expectations. And before the tournament, whomever I spoke to, I said this team has the potential to be on the podium. And although they had a little bit of a setback against Australia, I think all games we really played to potential. We really played a different brand of hockey, and we were really deserving to be on the podium in the end.
The moment the third goal was scored, and I was talking to a number of the players after it, Rupinder Pal Singh, Manpreet Singh, all of a sudden the body language changed of these two guys. They came back to the Indian half and called all the boys. They do a huddle, but this was a different huddle. Rupinder Pal Singh took the lead. They called the boys, and he was like this Dada that called the boys as if, come. Harmanpreet was out. He was not playing at that point in time. He called Harmanpreet also into the huddle. And you could see something going on. In the next 8 minutes, we scored 4 goals. It was unbelievable. And you could see that the body language changed. And when I asked Graham Reid as to what was the deal, and he said, you know what, when we had planned for this, that it did not go our way, we'll have to push the game to the next level.
What has changed for the better in Jammu and Kashmir in the past 2 years since action on Article 370? The Gupkar Alliance Minister says Naya Kashmir is actually a joke and a hoax on the people.
The biggest change happened on the 5th of August 2019 itself, because that was a correction of a huge aberration. It was, as I also said on that day during the debate in the Rajya Sabha, it was a miscarriage of history, it was an anomaly of constitution, it was a betrayal of democracy. And in the sense that, and I would not speak without evidence. For example, when I say it was a miscarriage of history in the sense that we had moved on to adopt a certain system but left a certain part of the country out of it. As far as the constitution is concerned, the very protagonists of Article 370 had themselves enshrined in it that this was going to be a temporary provision, and in spite of that it carried on for 70 years. And of course, as far as democracy is concerned, all of us know that the local bodies and the district councils have been constituted only now